Hello, my name is Dumedi, and today's recording is a short recording. I just want to talk about what parents need to do after a speech therapy appointment. I think it's very important that we have this conversation so that we have positive results, positive outcomes within a very short period of time. This is 2026. Last year we recorded so many success stories from our speech therapy unit, to the glory of God. We discharged a couple of children from the unit, and this year we have new intakes. And so basically for the new families who have children enrolled in our speech unit this year, it's very, very important that you pay attention to all the tasks that you'll be assigned this period for the duration you're with us for speech therapy. So this important thing you need to know that will make a whole lot of difference is homework. Homework is very important. I'm not talking about homework that is coming from your child's classroom. No, I'm talking about the homework we'll be giving to you after a speech therapy session. You see those few minutes when we have to share what we have done, what we achieved that day, what we hope to achieve during the next session. We'll be sharing things you need to do at home. We're giving you tasks and activities that need to be carried out at home. It's either those tasks are reinforcing what we have already done during the therapy session, or they're going to help us in incorporating a new strategy at the next therapy session. So please, we plead with you to take these tasks seriously. It's very, very important. So I'm aware that there's an influx of homework. School has started and you'll be having homework coming in from your children's classrooms, right? But the difference between our homework, that's the speech therapy unit homework, and what you have in the classroom is the classroom assignments will usually be paperwork. You'd have to read something, write out something, as against what will be given to you in the speech therapy unit is quite paperless, right? Except your journaling, except to require you to journal some events for your child's speech work at home. You probably will not have any written work to do. You won't have to read any book, but there will be activities you have to do in the morning or in the afternoon or at night or even 3 times a day. And honestly, the cumulative of the time of the minutes will not be more than 30 minutes. We assure you of that. So for instance, you have an assignment to do in the morning, maybe an oral motor exercise. It won't be more than 15 minutes. In fact, the more you do it, the lesser time you spend on it. You might also have assignments or tasks to do before the child goes to bed. Right, so when you add those minutes together, it's not up to 30 minutes at all. And even if it's up to 30 minutes, maybe because of distractions and all of that, it's worth it because we have a goal in mind to help your child talk, to help your child communicate better. And for some other children, it's to help your child feed better or drink better. Right, so please, we plead with you to take your homework seriously. Carry out the tasks, carry out the jaw building activities, carry out the oral motor exercises, whatever you're instructed to do, please carry it out. Because if you're diligent in carrying out the tasks and activities you're given, your child would have to spend a shorter period of time in our unit. And we are aware that you want your children to be discharged as soon as possible from the unit. We also want it for your children. We truly want it even more than you do, right? Because we have to make space for other activities on other children that need to be with us. So please carry out your tasks, right? And if you carry out your tasks diligently, your child will be on the right track to leave the unit in very good time. And this is important because you're your child's #1 model and cheerleader. Basically, in the speech therapy unit, if you are an external student, for instance, an external candidate or client, your child, so an external client means you're not enrolled in a regular school program. So you have to bring your child from another school into our center on certain days. So if your child is an external client, your child is probably going to meet with me at least 3 times a week. Now you have a gap. The other 4 times a week that your child is not with me, activities have to be done with that child. Oral motor activities and exercises have to be carried out on that child. So we need you to be diligent in carrying out those activities. Even if your child is registered with us as a regular student, meaning your child sees us every day, we also have Saturday and Sunday where I can't be with you, or members of my team can't be with you. You have the early hours of the morning and late hours at night where we can't be with you, and activities have to be carried out at certain times. So if I have given you, for instance, an activity that must be done first thing in the morning, I can't come to your house to carry out that activity. And it's very important it's carried out before he or she, that is before your child, meets with me or any member of my team. Applies same way at night. Okay, so we really need you to partner with us to make sure that your child has the very best care and attention, that your child is following a strict schedule, and that all the exercises are being carried out so that your child is able to speak better, properly, and in very good time. Okay, so that's the most important thing you should do after a speech therapy appointment. Just do your homework, carry out the tasks assigned to you, carry out all the activities, and then we are good to go. One more thing, please, every child's speech delay, every speech situation is different across the board. That child A responds faster or is discharged earlier than your child doesn't mean that work is not being done. Okay, the symptoms might be presenting differently. The child's personality might also be different from the person you're comparing him or her to. So you have to be very, very patient, but definitely your child will speak. Also, if you have been told that the therapy session recommended for your child is 3 months or 6 months or 1 year, I've had to work with some children for even more than 1 year. We've done 18 months, we've done 1 year. A majority of the time, we do 6 months, right? But the least you should spend in a speech therapy unit to help your child out of speech delay is 3 months. But I have noticed that by the 3rd or 4th week, you notice your child is talking, and saying a few words, maybe 6 to 10 words in total. You withdraw your child from the unit. By the time you realize it, your child has fallen back into not communicating at all. And if you reach out to us again, we will notice that it has even worsened. So please try and follow through at least 3 months. At least 3 months. If you are not willing to do the 3 months, please do not register your child for speech therapy or speech work. It will not be effective in the long run. Consistency for 3 months is key. And this is very important because I noticed that the mothers especially, after this 1 month period when they start seeing results, they withdraw their child. They withdraw their child from the unit and also stop carrying out activities at home because we always give home segments, we always give home assignments. So we have stopped attending to your child, you have stopped attending to your child, and it's just a bad situation entirely. So we encourage you, right, to follow through with the duration that has been given to your child. We will never give you a duration that is more than what your child requires, or I won't advise for less, okay? But even more is better than less, basically. So I welcome all the families joining our speech therapy units this year, and I look forward to sharing your children's success stories with you. I look forward to also discharging them from their units at the right time. Thank you.